70% from the foul line. I think he shot 74% this last year. So he's got a nice touch. Only guy in the country to shoot 70% from the field and 70% from the line. It's a pretty good indication that he can stretch that range out and start to make a 17, 19-foot jumper in time.
And you talk about his dog mentality and going and being the beast down low, 3 offensive rebounds. His player comp to me is his sister Elizabeth. Look at this block right here.
Oh my
same
gosh.
mechanics, almost the same athleticism, and the same mean mug stare down.
And the same row, knocked into the same row in the stand.
Identical. I mean, just absolutely identical. And it makes sense because she has been in the gym with him for years and years and years, or rather, actually, he's been in the gym with her. There's the hug between him and Elizabeth.
There you go.
And his moment with the NBA commissioner. I mean, shot blocker, absolutely incredible. I do, though, want to bring in Adrian Wojnarowski now because earlier there was a trade with Charlotte involved. Woj, what more can you tell us?
Malika, Detroit is going to send that 2025 first-round pick via the Milwaukee Bucks that they picked up yesterday and the Jeremy Grant trade from Portland. That's on its way to Charlotte for Memphis center Jalen Duren. Now, Troy Weaver, the Detroit general manager, he had two real wish list targets in this lottery. It was Jaden Ivey from Purdue and Duren from Memphis. Didn't imagine that he'd be in position to get either of them, but Ivey dropped, was not selected at number 4 by Sacramento. They were able to land him there. There had actually been conversations in Detroit about perhaps Jalen Duren at number 5 if Ivey wasn't there. And now the trade to go get Duren. And now all of a sudden you look at this rebuild in Detroit with Cade Cunningham, last year's number 1 overall pick, Jaden Ivey, perhaps the most dynamic player in this draft, and Duren from Memphis, who is a young center that could be a building block for them. This is why Arn Tellem, the president in Detroit, hired Troy Weaver from Oklahoma City. It was his history in the NBA draft, and now you're seeing it played out with the way this Pistons organization has replenished their young talent base.
Absolutely. Well, that's what this night is all about, right? It's not just the players' dreams that come true. Sometimes it's the front office and these franchises as well. And speaking of, currently the Atlanta Hawks, they are on the board. A little bit of a disappointing season for them, I would say, this year, Big Perk, just because it was a little bit of a Cinderella run, sure, to the Eastern Conference Finals last season. So they set those expectations high, fell a little bit short. What are you looking at for them?
You know what? I would like to see them add like that stretch 4. That stretch 4, that guy that can spread the floor, and give Trey a chance to operate in the pick and roll and get down here and do his thing, spacing.
Well, the pick is in. Let's see who is headed to join Trae Young in Atlanta and send it to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver.
With the 16th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select A.J. Griffin from Duke University.
A.J. Griffin headed to Atlanta. Welcome to Atlanta where the players play. Basketball runs in the Griffin family. AJ, he's the son of Raptors assistant coach Adrian Griffin, who played 10 years in the league, and his sister Aubrey is a junior forward at UConn. Talk about a powerhouse. His brother played at Syracuse. AJ actually missed a little bit of his high school career dealing with some just minor injuries, but that was a chance for him to join the Raptors when they temporarily relocated to Tampa. So he was able to train there with Kyle Lowry, with Fred VanVleet. Just a whole lot of experience there for him. He's been picking his father's brain for a while. What do you see from him, Jay?
Well, he's got an elite skill, Malika. He can really shoot it. 46% from 3 in his freshman season at Duke. He can spot up. He can put it on the deck for 1, maybe 2 dribbles and pull up. He was in the 91st percentile as a shooter in college basketball last year. He's got a really good shot fake, and he's reliable on both ends. You wouldn't call him a spectacular run and jump athlete, but he's a good athlete. And his cover shot 35% this season. He's a long arm defender that has length and strength. So he's solid on both ends of the floor, but his shooting ability sets him apart here.
I mean, surprise, surprise, Jay. Duke is already cleaning up tonight. Might they have 5 first-round picks? We could see. Paolo Banchero, Mark Williams, AJ Griffin. Who might join them?
Look at that smile.
I know.
I smile all the time when everybody's drafted.
Well, you know why I am smiling right now? Because Jabari Smith Jr. is here with us. First of all, Jabari, congratulations. I know this is something that you have been working toward for years and years. Can you just describe, we saw your emotions, I'm sure some nerves in the green room. What were you feeling when you heard your name called?
This is something I've been dreaming about since I was 5 years old. So hearing my name called, it's like everything settled down and all the emotions came out. I told all my friends I wasn't going to cry, but I couldn't hold it back no more. I seen my dad, my mom, and it was just, I had to let it out.
Sometimes you can't help it. I'm going to preface this by saying Kendrick Perkins is from Texas, so be kind here. What are your impressions so far? Who have you heard from within the Rockets?
I talked to the general manager not too long ago, but I think I'm going to talk to Jalen Green soon, and just knowing they got a young core, young team that I can go in there and just grow with, learn from, and just, overall just be hungry and just be patient and just be ready. You know what I mean?
Houston Rockets